Welcome to our video where we dive into the transformative concepts from James Clear's best-selling book, Atomic Habits. Today, we're focusing on a powerful idea that can change the way you approach your goals, the concept of making just a 1% change to achieve 99% of your desired results. It might sound simple, but this small shift in mindset can lead to monumental changes in your life. Imagine if you could improve just 1% each day. Over time, those tiny improvements compound, leading to remarkable growth and success. This principle emphasizes that it's not about making drastic changes overnight. Rather, it's about the cumulative effect of small, consistent habits. By focusing on these incremental changes, you can create a solid foundation for achieving your long-term goals. In this video, we'll explore how small habits can lead to significant life changes. Whether you want to enhance your productivity, improve your health, or develop new skills, understanding the power of tiny habits is crucial. We'll share practical tips on how to implement these changes in your daily routine, making it easier for you to stay motivated and on track. So stick around as we uncover the secrets to harnessing the power of small habits for big results. Atomic habits are the small, incremental changes that, when consistently applied, lead to significant improvements in our lives. Unlike traditional habits, which often focus on large, sweeping changes, atomic habits emphasize the power of tiny adjustments. This approach recognizes that lasting change doesn't come from radical transformations, but rather from the accumulation of small, positive behaviors over time. The significance of these incremental changes in our daily routines cannot be overstated. By focusing on making just 1% improvements each day, we can gradually shift our behaviors and mindsets. This method allows us to build momentum without feeling overwhelmed by the enormity of our goals. For instance, instead of committing to a rigorous workout regimen, you might start by simply adding a 5-minute walk to your day. Over time, this small change can lead to a more active lifestyle. Moreover, the idea that small improvements compound over time is a cornerstone of the Atomic Habits philosophy. Just like interest in a bank account, the benefits of these tiny habits multiply, leading to exponential growth. When we consistently make small changes, we create a ripple effect that can transform our lives in ways we never imagined. In this section, we'll delve deeper into these core principles and explore how you can apply them to achieve your personal and professional goals. Let's take a closer look at the idea that a mere 1% improvement each day can lead to extraordinary results over time. This concept is rooted in the principle of compounding, where small, consistent actions accumulate to create significant change. For example, if you were to improve your productivity by just 1% each day by the end of the year, you would be nearly 37 times more productive. This illustrates how powerful small changes can be when applied consistently. Consider a simple example. If you decide to read just one page of a book each day, you might think it's not much. However, over the course of a year, that adds up to 365 pages, which is equivalent to several books. This small habit not only expands your knowledge, but also fosters a love for reading that can lead to even greater personal growth. Now, think about your own life. What are some 1% changes you can implement? Perhaps you could drink an extra glass of water each day, dedicate 5 minutes to meditation, or spend a few minutes organizing your workspace. These small adjustments may seem insignificant at first, but when compounded over time, they can lead to remarkable transformations. So, take a moment to reflect on your own habits and identify those tiny changes that could set you on a path to achieving your goals. When it comes to achieving success, focusing on systems rather than just goals can make all the difference. Goals are often seen as the destination, but they can sometimes lead to a narrow focus that overlooks the journey. In contrast, systems create a sustainable path to success by emphasizing the processes and habits that drive progress. When you establish effective systems, you're not just aiming for a specific outcome, you're building a framework that supports continuous improvement. One of the limitations of goal setting is that it can lead to a temporary burst of motivation, but once the goal is achieved, many people struggle to maintain their momentum. On the other hand, habit formation encourages consistency and long-term commitment. By developing systems that prioritize daily actions, you create a reliable routine that keeps you moving forward, regardless of the specific goals you set. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, instead of solely focusing on that end result, you could establish a system that includes a weekly running schedule, regular strength training, and nutrition planning. This way, you're not just working toward a single event, you're cultivating a lifestyle that supports your running journey. Similarly, if you want to write a book, create a system that involves writing a certain number of words each day. By focusing on these systems, you'll find that success becomes a natural byproduct of your consistent efforts. The concept of identity-based habits revolves around the idea that lasting change comes from shifting your self-perception rather than merely focusing on the behaviors you want to adopt. When you change your identity, you create a powerful foundation for habit change that is more sustainable and meaningful. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," you might start identifying as a runner. This subtle shift in identity can significantly impact your motivation and commitment to the habits that support that identity. Encouraging viewers to align their habits with their desired identity is crucial. When your actions reflect who you believe you are, you're more likely to stick with them. If you see yourself as a healthy person, you'll naturally gravitate toward habits that support that identity, such as eating nutritious foods and exercising regularly. This alignment creates a sense of authenticity and purpose in your daily choices. There are countless stories of individuals who have transformed their lives through identity shifts. Take the example of someone who struggled with their weight for years. By embracing the identity of a fit and active person, they began to make healthier choices, join fitness classes, and engage in outdoor activities. Over time, these changes became ingrained in their lifestyle, leading to lasting results. By focusing on identity-based habits, you can unlock the potential for profound transformation in your own life. Starting your habit journey doesn't have to be overwhelming. In fact, the best way to create lasting change is to begin small. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you get started. First, identify one habit you want to develop. Choose something manageable, like drinking an extra glass of water each day or dedicating 5 minutes to reading. The key is to keep it simple and achievable. Next, set a specific time and place for your new habit. Consistency is crucial, so try to integrate it into your daily routine. For example, if you want to start meditating, you might choose to do it every morning right after brushing your teeth. This creates a cue that reminds you to follow through. Tracking your progress is essential for accountability and motivation. Consider using a habit tracker to visually see your progress over time. You can use a simple journal, a calendar, or digital tools like Habitica or Streaks. These apps allow you to set goals, track your habits, and even reward yourself for consistency, making the process more engaging. Finally, celebrate your small wins. Acknowledging your progress, no matter how minor, reinforces your commitment and encourages you to keep going. By following these practical steps, you'll be well on your way to building habits that lead to lasting change in your life. As we wrap up our discussion, let's recap the key points we've covered today. We explored the transformative power of making just 1% changes in our daily lives. These small, incremental improvements can lead to significant long-term impacts, helping you achieve your goals and create lasting habits. By focusing on systems rather than just goals, and embracing identity-based habits, you can build a sustainable path to success that aligns with who you want to become. Now that you have these insights, it's time to take action. Reflect on the 1% changes you can implement in your own life. Whether it's improving your health, enhancing your productivity, or developing new skills, remember that every small step counts. Start today and watch how these tiny adjustments can lead to remarkable transformations over time. If you found this video helpful, we invite you to subscribe to the Wealth in Minutes channel for more valuable content. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear about the changes you're planning to make and any tips you have for others on their habit journey. Together, we can create a community focused on growth and success. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.